Hey guys, Multiclass Gamer here with a new update video using my laptop webcam for the first time ever. So yeah, trying something new out and also updating you guys on what's been going on lately because this is my first update video since February this year and a lot has changed since then, like a lot. I mentioned in that update video about my content, my plans for content going forward, and a lot has changed since then, so I wanted to go over that and then some because there's actually quite a bit to talk about. I sat down to make notes for this video last night, and I ended up taking up my whole night just to get these notes down, like half of these notes down actually. But the main thing I wanted to start with is schedule changes, and I'm going to have timestamps in the description for like different topics that I cover in this video because there's a lot to cover. So well, we're going to start with schedule changes. And the first of which is that basically, you guys may notice in the past week I've been posting mostly 2 videos a day, basically. That is basically the standard for my channel from here on out for now, as long as I got Let's Plays as the main form of content, which has always been the case up to this point. But as I mentioned in the February video, I wanted to do live streams as a priority. But unfortunately, it hasn't worked out. We'll get to that later because there's the live stream thing is basically a subject of its own that we'll get into. But basically, going forward, there's the schedule. The main Let's Play schedule is that there's a 12 p.m. bracket and a 6 p.m. bracket. So basically, each day, on average, there's going to be 2 videos. One at 12 p.m. and one at 6 p.m. The 12 p.m. bracket is reserved for shorter projects. So basically, games that take less than 20 hours to complete. So basically, for example, Super Mario Sunshine, for instance, that's a game I've loved to play 3 times. That is a 12 p.m. project because the fact that it takes less than 20 hours to complete it. It takes like 9 hours, I think, or so. And it can complete, and 20 hours translates to about 50 episodes for my channel, since I do 20-minute episodes now as a standard. So that's what the 12 p.m. bracket is, and also it can have like 2 projects going at once. So one day you get I'm doing so right now I'm doing Simpsons Hit Run and Yoshi's Story as the 12 p.m. Let's Plays because both those games are going to take less than 50 videos to complete. So one day there's Simpsons Hit Run at 12 p.m. The next day it's Yoshi's Story 12 p.m. Next day it's Simpsons Hit Run. That's basically the idea with a 12 p.m. bracket. Is that there can be 2 projects occupying that bracket at once, but only one of them is going to update per day, basically. So that's basically what the 12 p.m. bracket is, and for the most part, the 12 p.m. bracket's the one I've been using for basically the past several years. Like ever since YouTube allowed us to schedule our videos. That's basically what I always did, was 12 p.m. brackets. Now, when I was living in Washington State, it was 12 p.m. Pacific time. And since I moved to Wisconsin last year, it's 12 p.m. Central time. So just keep that in mind. So that's why. So for me, it's always been 12 p.m. But for you guys, the time zone changed. So, well, the bracket changed from, or possibly like 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. or, whatever it is. So that's why it was, because I moved to Wisconsin. So basically that's the idea of the 12 p.m. bracket. The 6 p.m. bracket is specifically for longer Let's Plays. So Donkey Kong 64, that's a longer game. So it takes like 20 hours or more to complete. DK64, it's about 20 hours. It's close enough. So it's going to be, in fact, I'm expecting Let's Play to be about 50 episodes exactly to complete. And so for that reason, DK64 was selected for the 6 p.m. Bracket so I could finish the project. It's an unfinished project, just like Yoshi's Story Returning from the past that I didn't finish before. I started Yoshi's Story back in 2018. Now I've brought it back to complete it on the 12 p.m. bracket, and DK64 is brought back on the 6 p.m. bracket. After I started these schedule changes, which I think was like a month ago or so, or maybe even a few weeks ago. I don't remember when I started doing that, but basically I put DK64 on the 6 p.m. bracket. Now, blind Let's Plays will also be put on the 6 p.m. bracket because of the fact that I usually don't know how long the game is, or in general, if you're doing a blind Let's Play, you're going to take longer to complete the game than an average playthrough of the game. So if a game is normally 15 or 10 hours to complete, it could, for all we know, take me 20 hours because of the fact that it's a longer game. So even if it's a shorter game, a blind Let's Play will likely be on the 6 p.m. bracket. I'm not going to do... I don't have any immediate plans to do blind Let's Plays, but I will say that I do plan on doing blind Let's Plays of, for instance, a lot of the main Zelda games, like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword. Those are all Zelda games that I plan to do blind Let's Plays of. And even if I wasn't doing them blind, Zelda games are still likely to end up on the 6 p.m. bracket because they're usually longer games. Wind Waker is a game that would be on the 6 p.m. bracket. So that's that. So there may be breaks in the time slots between projects. So basically, let's say I finish DK64, and although I have a project plan, which I do, I'll get into that here in a bit. Let's say I don't have a project plan immediately, or I do have a project plan, but I want to give myself some time to catch up on the 12 p.m. bracket. That could happen, and when that does happen, there will be only one video a day. Or let's say I finish a 12 p.m. Let's Play, I might only update the other 12 p.m. Let's Play every other day still. So that would just give me some time to get caught up or further ahead on the other two projects. So basically from here on out, as far as you guys know, like on average, I'll have 3 projects going on at once, ideally, if I'm all caught up in everything, basically. I don't want to overload myself here. I know people might be worried about that with me doing 2 videos a day. And I was also a little concerned about, people might not like the fact that I'm posting 2 videos a day because it might be like a little too much content for them. If that is the case, I will have, breaks here and there. But that's why I'm not doing more than 2 videos a day. I'm never going to do 3 videos a day unless, maybe, I don't know, if there's a warm day on Pluto or something. Then I'll do 3 videos, but it's going to be very rare for me to do more than 2 videos a day. And, there will likely be days where there's only 1 video because I'm either not caught up or trying to catch up or something like that, or I'm just in between projects and I'm taking a break or something. So that's basically what's going on with the LP schedule. That's what it is for now, and that's what it is for the foreseeable future. So for now, the 12 p.m. bracket is occupied by Simpsons Hit Run and Yoshi's Story. And Yoshi's Story will be ending at the 24 episode mark. So 24th episode will be the finale, and it will be replaced by another 12 p.m. Let's Play. Okay, so the next topic I wanted to discuss in this video is upcoming Let's Plays and polls. So I actually started getting into this a little bit ago, but basically at this time I have already planned on the next 6 p.m. project that will replace DK64. Although I'm very excited for this project, I will hold off on sharing any specific hints until we get closer to the end of DK64. But I will say that this next project, actually, it has to do with the timing. So I'm ending DK64 in the beginning of August, as long as I get back to updating it soon, because I've had some trouble with episode 37. But basically, DK64 is getting close to the end. We're at World 6. We've only got 2 more worlds to go. So we're getting close to the end of DK64, especially with me updating it daily. So we will be finishing it in early August, and it's gonna be the beginning of August, and there's a game coming out real soon also that pertains to this next project. So that alone is probably a good hint to what that next 6 p.m. project is gonna be. So with that said, same goes for the 12 p.m. project, Yoshi's Story. So I already have the Let's Play plan that will replace Yoshi's Story, and again, just like with the one that's replaced DK64, it has to do with the timing. And I think you guys know exactly what my next 12 p.m. project is, but we'll save that for another time. There will be I do plan on making a trailer for the next 12 p.m. project that's going to replace Yoshi's Story, but I don't currently have a trailer plan for the next 6 p.m. project. I was thinking I'd just have the intro video, and that would be the project itself. So there's that. Going forward, I'd like to host more polls for future projects, given how well received this first one was for my 50th. There will not be a poll for every future Let's Play, especially with me now doing up to 3 projects simultaneously, but they will be the stand-in for requests, since I can only truly dedicate myself to my projects if I have genuine interest in the game. So yeah, I got a lot of requests in the past, and I really appreciate the requests. It shows that people are interested in my projects and they want to see me, play more games. But rest assured, I will be getting to a lot of games. I pretty much plan to cover, I don't know, as many different games and genres and series as I possibly can, as many franchises as possible. But just be aware that I should do only projects and games that I want to do, because that would have my, what am I trying to say? I'm more likely to complete a project if I'm actually invested in the game, basically. So if someone requests some random game that I'm not interested in, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry, because I wouldn't have the vested interest, and it would likely last like 1 or 2 episodes and then never be finished. So that's why I did that Let's Play poll for Let's Play number 50, because I think it's better to do polls instead of just have a selection of games that I'm interested in playing and have you guys pick from said list. I just think that's a lot better than just taking random requests. Basically, I want to keep my channel focused somewhat, so that's why I'm not doing games like, say, GTA 5, for instance. That's one game that someone was requesting. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that, at least not right now. Okay, I could do GTA games in the future, but that's only when I'm interested in doing them, basically. Aside from looking at my well, I guess it's your left. Yeah, it's your left, but it's also my left too. Well, I don't know. Aside from looking to the side anyways, because I have my notes over there to the side, and that's why I'm looking over there constantly. So anyways, last thing is Battle for Keep Bomb Rehydrate is technically an exception to this. So basically, yeah, Battle for Keep Bomb Rehydrate was requested a lot, and I am going to be doing that soon. But that's only because of the unique circumstances surrounding me in the game. So I'd originally planned to cover Rehydrate within days of its release in a live stream, and some people are still aware of that. That was my original plan. But it wasn't feasible, unfortunately, because of my poor internet connection. I just don't have the good enough upload speeds in order to do live streams. That's why live streams are not going to be the standard for my channel, just because I'm simply unable to do them at this time. So that's why I'm sticking to Let's Plays. And because of that, since I promised you guys I would do Battle for Keep Bomb Rehydrate as a live stream, I was unable to do that. Instead, going to Let's Play it sooner than I had planned to. The original plan was to live stream it immediately upon its release, and then do a full-fledged Let's Play of it at the very end of the SpongeBob Marathon, because the fact that it's the most recent SpongeBob game released, so therefore it'd be the last game on the SpongeBob Marathon, because I'm doing all the SpongeBob Marathon games in order of release date, basically. So, because that, I'm going to be Let's Playing Battle for Keep Bomb Rehydrate within a few weeks ago, or by the end of the year or something like that. So basically that's what's going on with that. So that's an exception to the request rule, because it was requested by a lot of people, and it just so happens to be a game that I'm interested in, and it's the unique circumstances of not being able to do a live stream and stuff. So that's basically the future Let's Plays and polls thing. The next topic is live streams. So basically, yeah, I'm unable to do live streams because of the fact that my upload speeds are poor. I tried updating, changing my internet plan to the highest possible internet plan that my provider has, but unfortunately it did not change my upload speeds whatsoever. So at this point, I'm thinking it's probably just the place I live in. I do plan on moving next year, and I'm hoping that will resolve the issue, but I don't know if that's going to or not. I just don't know. I don't know what to do, basically, to increase my my upload speeds, essentially. But that's what it comes down to for live streams. So if I'm not able to increase my upload speeds, I'm not able to do live streams. So I don't know how to increase my upload speeds. If anyone has any ideas in the comments, please let me know. But basically, live streams are just not possible at this current time on my channel. So as for other forms of content, I posted my first long play of Revenge of the Flying Dutchman a few weeks ago. I do plan to post more of these in the future. So I did this long play of Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. It took like 4 hours or 3 hours 50 and 3.5 hours or something like that to complete the game. And I did it all in one video, so that's what a long play is. Basically, it's a one video walkthrough of a game, essentially. And I was thinking of doing more in the future, and I could even do another one, Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, but instead of be the PS2 version, maybe I could have music this time, so that way it's different than the GameCube version where I had no music. So it's up to you guys if you want me to do something like that. But otherwise, if I feel like doing a long play of a game, I'll go ahead and do it. These are just occasional side videos that'll pop up here and there, and they're just there if you guys want to watch me play a game without me talking over. Basically, it's just another option, basically, to watch me play a game without talking over it. Basically, let's see, bring back commentary. Yeah, it's sort of a way of bringing back the uncommentary walkthroughs I did back in the day. Let's see. I'm still interested in pursuing video game reviews in the near future, and you may see them start to pop up eventually, as well as alongside my usual projects. So yeah, I'm still interested in doing that. They take a lot of work though, so that's why if I do video game reviews in the future, they're gonna take like a few weeks to a month or so to come out, basically, because they take a lot of effort. So a lot of effort and research. Okay, so that's it for the topic on live streams and other forms of content. Next thing I want to talk about is unfinished projects, because there are a lot of them. Well, actually not a lot of them. There have been a lot in my channel's history, and I've gone back and finished them, but there's still a couple unfinished projects that are lingering, basically, and I wanted to talk about those next. This has been a recurring issue over the course of my time on YouTube, starting with a lot of my earliest projects for one reason or another. I've been doing a lot of thinking since the return of my channel a couple of months ago, and I've come to a decision that some may not agree with, and I totally understand if that is the case, but I believe it's the right move to look to the future and keep moving forward, because that's the motto I've lived by my entire life, is keep moving forward. It's the message. It's a very cheesy message from the movie Meet the Robinsons by Disney, but it's a message that I wholeheartedly agree with. So Yoshi's Story and Donkey Kong 64 are two of my current projects that were originally started months or years ago, and are both well on their way to being completed within a few weeks. This October, my Halloween special from last year, Luigi's Mansion, will be returning to be finished with or without the face cam. I haven't decided yet if I'll be using it again. And it will be the last existing unfinished project that I will bring back. So Legend of Zelda Wind Waker is canceled and will be rebooted in the near future as an LP of the HD remaster on Wii U. I recently played through the HD remaster Wind Waker for the first time in my life, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I look forward to doing a blind Let's Play, or not a blind Let's Play, because this will be the only main Zelda game I actually don't do a blind Let's Play of, because it's the one I'm actually familiar with. So I'll be doing that project, and that will be a 6 p.m. project whenever I get around to it, and it will be in the near future, possibly within the next year, but we'll see how things go with other 6 p.m. projects. Kirby's Dream Land 2 is another unfinished project from the past. That one will be canceled and will be redone in the future, along with the original Kirby's Dream Land on a Game Boy player instead of Dream Collection, so as to add color to them. So I was unhappy with the project for two reasons. One of them being the fact that I was really frustrated because I just didn't know the game well enough to complete it. So that's what's kept me from going back to it up to this point. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just redo Kirby's Dream Land 1, which was LP number 31, and also going to redo Dreamland 2, which is LP number 32, and we're going to do them I'm going to play them on the Game Boy player on the Super Nintendo, so that way I can have color, and it'll make the games more appealing to look at for both me and the audience. But some of you might be wondering about Let's Play number 33, because that was actually SpongeBob. When SpongeBob made my banner, they probably noticed that I don't have, well, the thing is, 33 kind of exists, but it doesn't at the same time. It was Kirby's Dream Land 3. Basically, what happened was after I started Zelda Wind Waker, because I think I did those LPs like around the same time I was doing Zelda Wind Waker, back in spring 2017. Basically, what I had planned was LPs 31 through 33 would be the Kirby's Dream Land trilogy. So the plan was to do Dreamland, Dreamland 2, and then Dreamland 3 as the 33rd Let's Play. Well, I never finished LP number 32. And so because I never got around to LP number 33, but it was already planned, So that's why when I started Banjo-Tooie, I labeled it as Let's Play number 34. So basically, I have a lost Let's Play, essentially, and that is Kirby's Dream Land 3, and that was Let's Play number 33, which is why when SpongeBob was making the banner for the 50th Let's Play, they probably noticed that I didn't have it, and I think it was marked private at the time, so it wasn't even there at all. So now I have it listed as public, but there's no videos on it. So basically, they probably noticed that the Let's Play was missing, and instead put the UnitedWiiPlay Multiplayer Madnesses as as replacements. So UnitedWiiPlay is another subject I'll get into here in a bit. It's actually one I did not have in my notes, but I'll be talking about that unscripted. That's the story with Legend of Zelda Wind Waker and Dreamland 2. But as for the 2 unfinished 16-bit summer Let's Plays that originally started way back in 2012, those are canceled as well. And they include Sonic the Hedgehog, a game I never even close rated to complete, and Super Mario Kart, which will be rebooted for a third time in the near future as a brand new main Let's Play rather than a side project. So over the years, I've had Let's Plays labeled as side Let's Plays. I'm not going to do that anymore. Like, all Let's Plays I do from here on out are going to be as part, a main Let's Play. So they're going to be, numbered along with the other ones. So I had side projects in my past, like Plankton's Robotic Revenge, which was an April Fool's project. The next Tetris, stuff like that. Those were labeled as side Let's Plays. I'm not going to have those anymore. I'm not going to have side projects anymore. They're going to be labeled as regular Let's Plays, basically. Otherwise, it's going to be micro Let's Plays, which are just one video Let's Plays, essentially. So, and those I'd like to get to you guys once a month, if any. I'm not going to do them very often because I'm still focused on the main projects, but every now and then I'll throw in a micro Let's Play, and those will be just one video Let's Plays of arcade games or just games that you can show in their entirety in a single video. That's what the whole point of micro Let's Plays is. So yeah, Super Mario Kart. So the story with that is that I originally started Let's Play of it back in August of 2012, so 8 years ago, and it was part of 16-bit summer. And I only got 2 videos in, and then 4 videos? It was 2 videos. Yeah, I got 2 videos in, and then I canceled it. And then I rebooted it back in a couple of years ago with Yoshi Fan in 2012, and we were basically co-oping the game. And we got pretty far. We got up to, I think, 100cc with the Special Cup or something like that. We unlocked the Special Cup and started doing it. And that's how far we got. So we never finished it, and unfortunately I don't see us ever getting together ever again for the project. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to just reboot the project again and just go through the entire game by myself. So that's the plan for Super Mario Kart. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get around to the Sonic games, but I just don't see it happening anytime soon. It's going to be a while before I get into Sonic games on this channel. Okay, so the next topic I want to talk about is the SpongeBob LP Marathon, because some of you might be wondering about that. It's been on hold because of the hiatus, and it sort of came back because when I came back from my hiatus, I finished Battle for Geek Bomb on the original Xbox, because that was the current project I was on in the SpongeBob LP Marathon. I finished it, and since then, I haven't been doing any SpongeBob games recently. So when I do my Let's Play of Rehydrated, that is going to be the comeback of the SpongeBob LP Marathon. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to Let's Play Rehydrated, and Rehydrated will then be replaced by the next game in the SpongeBob LP Marathon, which is Battle for Geek Bomb on Game Boy Advance, and after that is Battle for Geek Bomb on PC, and then the SpongeBob movie games, and so on and so forth. So basically, once Rehydrated comes back, the SpongeBob LP Marathon comes back, and all of the SpongeBob games in the SpongeBob LP Marathon are 12 p.m. projects, basically. So none of them will be in the 6 p.m. bracket because of the fact that there are no SpongeBob games that take that long to complete, from what I've seen so far. So that's that whole topic, basically. There's nothing more to that. They'll be in the 12 p.m. bracket. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the possibility of a Discord server. I've played around with the idea of opening a Discord server in the past, and I'd like to do that, but I do have some concerns with opening a Discord server. But I am considering opening a Discord server in the near future. I have a lot of things to think about and consider before I go along with it, but since I'm currently unable to do live streams, I've been trying to think of other ways to have friendly discussions with viewers about video games we love. for now, people can message or follow me on my Facebook or Twitter. I have that in the description of every single video that I post these days. You can find a link to my Facebook or Twitter. You can follow me on either one. I update on there like almost every day, talk about like basically what I do is I usually share videos that are going up at the time, and I also talk about stuff that I'm interested in. I don't know. I haven't been doing a lot of posting beyond like just sharing the videos, but either way, you can follow me on there. I'm very active, and I usually if someone tweets to me about something, I'll usually reply to it. You know, so you can always, if you have questions, you can always either tweet me on Twitter, or you can send me messages on Facebook. I usually respond to those unless it's like creepy messages, like people trying to add me, or not so much creepy, but just like I've had people like want to like exchange Switch friend codes. I'm sorry, but I don't do that right now. It's not that I don't want to add people, but it's mainly the fact that I just don't do any online gaming these days. I don't. It's like all I do is I just record my Let's Plays, or I'm just playing games offline, like 6th generation games like Barnyard or stuff like that. Just whatever I feel like playing. But I'm just not an online gamer these days. I apologize, but even if I do add people on, on my Switch or on my PS4 or whatever, don't expect me to be online playing games with you, basically. I apologize, folks, but that's just... I'm an introvert, so I'm not really into the whole online gaming thing unless it's with close friends, basically. So just want to throw that out there. But that's another reason why I'm nervous about opening a Discord server, because I don't want people to like always try to message me on there, because like oftentimes I'm busy or I'm just not in the mood to chat. But I want to have more discussions with a lot of people at once rather than one-on-one discussions. I'm just not really big one-on-one discussion kind of person, at least not for now. So anyways, the main idea would be to have a place to hang out and have friendly discussions about video games, SpongeBob, favorite TV shows, stuff like that. Just anything you want to talk about with me that doesn't, it's not about video games or SpongeBob, just as long as it's not too personal, basically. Just don't ask for my personal information or anything like that, and I won't ask for anyone's personal information. But basically, if I ever do open a Discord server in the near future, there will be some ground rules that I will set just to make sure that it's, comfortable and safe for everyone, basically, involved. So, that's that. That's the plans for the Discord server for now. And lastly, besides the UnitedWiiPlay, last thing I want to talk about was a Patreon. Basically, it's there if you guys want to support me. There's a single tier, $1 a month, and it's just there if you want to support me in my content, basically. That's all there is to it. I'm not going to have anything behind a paywall for now. I'm just trying different things out, basically, to see what works, essentially. So it's there if you guys want to support me. It's down link of every video I post for now. And it's basically there if you're interested in supporting me. Basically, there's no pressure. I'm not going to be talking about too much in my videos, because I know people weren't a big fan of that, so that's just what that is. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is UnitedWiiPlay. Basically, that channel is permanently on hold, essentially, because basically ever since I moved to Wisconsin, I haven't really been talking to fellow UnitedWiiPlay members, and there's not really a good chance of any of us meeting up at any point, and if there is, it would be like one of us meeting up, two of us and not four of us. So it's very unlikely there will ever be another video on that channel. So I apologize to those who enjoyed the content we put on that channel. I enjoyed making it a lot, and everyone else did. But unfortunately, with me living states away from everyone, it's very unlikely to happen. And unfortunately, ever since I moved to Wisconsin, I've become a lot more closed up, I guess. I just don't, I don't really open up to a lot of people these days anymore. So I've been very, extra private, alone kind of person, basically. I've been more introverted ever since I moved here, and because of this whole 2020 thing going on, you guys know what I'm talking about, so. That's basically all I wanted to talk about in this video. I've been talking for 30 minutes. I'm probably going to have to edit down some of this, some of the long, awkward pauses, and I apologize if I left any in, but I'm trying to get this out to you guys so I can get back to, recording these DK64 and Simpsons Hit and Run and Yoshi's Story videos for you. So, that's all I have for today, folks. Sorry about this video being so awkward and so disjointed if it is. And I will see you guys, or talk to you guys later.